Hi, Katie. How are you doing?
Very well, Jaya. How are you?
I'm doing well, Katie. Thank you for volunteering for this coaching session, this voluntary, for this demo session.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. So, great. Let me ask you, what is that you have for conversation today?
Yes. So, Jaya, for the last, I would say almost about 2 years, I think, I've been on this journey of learning and of course getting my credentials, completing my PCC, etc. Um, I just feel like I'm holding myself back a lot.
Okay.
There has been some amount of overwhelm as well.
Hmm.
Some personal situations and some professional commitments that are getting too much for me to handle.
Hmm.
And I'm actually moving into a state of inaction.
Okay.
There's just so much action
Hmm.
that, um, and it's not the action of the kind that I want.
Hmm.
It's just action,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
So I am experiencing a lot of, I have started holding myself back from actually doing what I want to do,
Hmm.
or putting myself out there, or inviting the kind of work that I want to invite,
Hmm.
the kind of place that I would like to see myself in,
Okay.
because there's just so much of this other sort of work happening, which is also coaching.
Hmm.
But I would like to do different kinds of work within the coaching and consulting space. There's something holding me back. I'm not able to go out there, put myself out there, and just do what I deserve to do and
Hmm.
get a place that I deserve to get.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't know what that is really.
Okay.
Not able to pinpoint right now, but it's certainly not helping me.
Okay. All right. So, Katie, in this 20 minutes conversation that we are aiming for, what would you like to achieve by end of 20 minutes? What could be a clear, tangible takeaway for you?
Tangible takeaway. So Jaya, there's certainly somebody which is holding me back. I want to get to a place of being something else to be able to get what I want to get, right? Um, what is that state in which I need to be in? So I think, I'm not sure if it's tangible, but who do I need to be really to be able to get what I want to get?
Hmm.
Who does that person look like,
Okay.
who should be able to go out there and get what she wants to get?
Okay. So what I'm hearing is you would like to know by end of this 20 minutes that who that person needs to be, who does this person look like, who can
Yeah,
just go ahead and conquer the world.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and what I need to drop in the process also.
What is it you need to drop, which is
Yes,
actually the next step, right? Once you know
yes,
how does it look like, then process becomes easy. Okay.
yes, yes.
Awesome. So, in this process, I would like to use a tool, Meraki tool, that is developed by Abhyudaya. And rather than me asking you questions, let's see what the card gives you a clue about that outcome that you're wanting to achieve. Are you game for that?
Absolutely, Jaya. Anything.
Okay, so the clear outcome we are looking at is who does that person, how does that person look like who can actually just, go ahead and be who you deserve to be?
Yeah.
And, before I go there, I am also hearing that there is some sense of clarity you already have when you say, I want to get what I deserve, which means you know what you deserve.
Um, sort of, I think.
Sort of.
I'm
So,
not sure that I have the exact picture. But
but you have something. You have something with
I
you.
have something, yes.
Okay. And can you give me an idea of that something?
I think that something is a person who is more visible.
Okay.
Like you rightly said, you just became invisible. That person is somebody who believes in her capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
That person is somebody who actually has a lot of people who can say, yeah, she made a difference to our lives. Yet she chooses to sort of stay back in a corner.
Okay. So you're saying you have a sense of that person who deserve or whom you deserve to be is someone who's making a difference, who's really visible is the word I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so visible and making a difference. What are the other words you used, Katie?
Um,
You're there? Okay, let me bring out Meraki meanwhile. Are you there with me?
I think I lost you for a bit, Jaya.
Okay, are we back?
Yes, we are back.
Awesome. So I heard the word visible and I
Yes.
heard the word somebody who's making a difference. I heard these two words. What are the other words which are associated to what you deserve
Uh,
to be?
Impact,
Impact. Can you make a note?
influence.
Yeah, okay, make a note of these words.
Yeah. Impact, influence, visibility, um, um, meaningful.
Meaningful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I associate with myself. Um,
Hmm.
with the kind of work I do, the kind of people I work with
Hmm.
is what, and some of these words they use for me as well. So I think over a period of time, I've also started looking at myself from the same lens as my clients look at me. So I think the world also needs, I need to put myself out there just very unapologetically, Jaya. The long
Hmm.
and short of it is that.
The long and short of it is you would like to put yourself out there unapologetically.
And
Okay.
fearlessly.
And fearlessly. Awesome.
Yes.
So the conclusion or synthesis of everything here is unapologetically and fearlessly, is it?
Yes, Jaya.
Okay, cool. Let's see what Meraki has to suggest to you, Katie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I invite you to choose any two numbers, or actually three numbers between 1 to 54.
Two numbers.
Any two numbers, or let's say three numbers, whichever you like, between 1 to 54.
Yeah, done.
Tell me the first number.
It's 14.
14. Let me see the card. So here is the card of 14. You can take a screenshot of it, which says,
Wow.
if you forget this for a few days, your mental energy and mental, and then there is a picture there. Take a screenshot of this and we'll talk about it. And what's your second number?
Just a second. Can I save it somewhere? Just give me a second.
You can actually, okay. Yeah, maybe take a picture on your phone.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Can you just go back to that?
Yeah, I'm here on 14.
Yeah, just took a picture.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
what's your second number?
23.
23, let's see. Take a picture. What would your future grandchild say about the situation?
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
relationships, values, and beliefs. And we'll talk about these cards.
Yeah, and the third number is 5.
Number 5. Okay. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. We do this physically, like you can
Sure.
hold the cards in your hand, but right now, because we are online, we're doing this way. So here is your card. Okay, we have to find 5. It's random. 1 second. I think it came in between. I missed it.
3.
Here
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
What could be a crazy solution? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to draw one more card?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me the number.
17.
17. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Imagine the best happened in the situation.
Wow.
What can you feel about it? Yeah.
Yeah, I just took a picture.
Okay, awesome. I'll stop sharing now.
Yeah.
Now look at all your 4 cards together. See, what are they suggesting you? Something coming up?
What is the story I'm weaving in my head here, Jaya?
Which is?
And the story that I'm weaving here is, what if you forgot this situation, this block,
Okay.
this thing that's holding you back? And imagine if you were able to go out there, build your visibility, drop your shoulds and should nots.
Okay.
And found a really crazy solution out here, and who's judging, right? And be able to create what you think you deserve and the world deserves more than anything else. Imagine what legacy you're going to be creating, and what would your grandchildren say about you?
Seems you're coaching yourself.
Yeah. What would my grandchildren say about me? And I think legacy is something that's very special to my heart.
Okay.
Being known for what you know, being recognized for what you know, and building what you believe will stand for you at some stage when you're gone. I think that's very powerful.
Okay. So the topic of this conversation was to reach the picture of who you deserve to be.
Yeah.
Where are you on that?
I look at the question, what if you forgot this? What if you forgot that? What if you dropped your beliefs around humility? What if you dropped your beliefs around it's braggish to go out there and talk about yourself?
Okay. Am I hearing some limiting beliefs here?
Yeah. What if you forgot them, and what if you looked at it differently?
Okay.
What if you reframe and say, well, I have something to give.
Okay.
And I'm not giving.
Interesting. So how does that picture looks when you're giving versus the picture which was earlier, which was defined by, I want to be visible?
Well, that brings me to the crazy solution that card number 5 said. What's that crazy solution? Where you have dropped all thoughts around, can I do this? What are people going to say? Well, I've been this humble and very self-effacing sort of a person in the past, and how will people handle the way I show up now? And just say, hey, you have something to give, and you have something to contribute now in the profession that you're in. Unlike earlier days when you were in the HR space, maybe confined to an organization, this is your world, is your oyster, and you have something to give. Just do that first thing that your heart, the wisdom of your heart, believes to be true.
Okay. So how is
Fearlessly.
Fearlessly. How is that picture looking like now?
How's that picture looking like now? It's funny. It's funny. I have a crazy looking crown on my head.
Okay.
Because it's a crazy solution, and I have a crazy looking crown on my head.
Okay.
And I have this crazy looking earrings, danglers, and I have this aggressive sort of posture, which is more like a lion than a jaguar, I guess.
So, and how was the picture earlier? What's the difference?
Earlier, I think it was this sheepish looking small little kitten. The kitten has grown up.
Okay.
and looks more like a lion, not even the family of cats, but yeah, it looks like a lion, more as a symbol of courage.
Okay.
Um,
And I heard fearlessness is your.
yes, yes, and fearlessness, courage and fearlessness, and say, hey, what the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah. And you know, and also the thought that it's just that one step. It doesn't have to be the whole hog.
Okay.
It could just be that one step. It could just be that one thing. Move. I mean, you know, you don't want to move a million things an inch.
Okay.
You can move that just one thing and move it a mile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember we contracted for the picture.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
it now?
Yes. I have a picture.
You have a picture. And
Yeah.
what are your next 3 steps from here on?
Oh, is to get down and articulate that picture on paper first,
Okay.
which I haven't done all these months, to just sit down and say, hey, you know, you keep feeling like, you know, you need to do something, you need to stop holding yourself back, and at least put down on paper what is it that even looks like.
Okay.
So that's really the first thing, to have clarity on what that would be, what that would look like, and get the niggle out of the way. The second piece is taking action on that one thing, which could be being consistent in showing up.
Okay.
Showing up in places where you're comfortable, right? So not in like a million places, but at least one platform consistently. Again, something that I haven't done in a while.
Okay.
The third thing is to practice being that person, right? I think that's an important step for me as well. How do I practice showing up like that and get easy with it?
Okay. Awesome. So what I'm hearing is what we contracted for, you have that picture and you also have next 3 steps with you.
Yes, Jaya. Thank
Awesome.
you.
So what's the role the cards played with you?
Oh,
And
absolutely. I loved it, Jaya. I think it was it was the hook on which I was able to create the story. It was that hook that, especially things like find a crazy solution. And I think the game changer was, what will your future grandchildren say about you? I think that was a game changer for me, I would say. What would your future grandchildren say about you? I actually don't know what they will say about me, but the question made me think that I want them to say some nice things about me when I'm gone.
Interesting. Awesome. Is it a good time to close this conversation, Katie?
Yes, Jaya, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing this tool with me and giving me that hook. Like, this is going to stay with me for a long time. A crazy solution, and what are your grandchildren? Every time I see my boy now, I'm going to think about my grandchildren.
Interesting. So thank you so much for volunteering, Katie. I'm going to stop the recording here.
Yes.
And thank you so much. 1 second.